Hi, this is Harbir Singh, live at CES 2019 at the Digital Health Summit studio. We're here today with Aaron Pollack of Nanit. So great to have you here, Aaron.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Nanit.
Sure. So Nanit is an HD baby monitor and sleep tracker. So it's very high quality, smart baby monitor. It sits above the crib instead of next to a crib like a typical baby monitor. And that bird's eye view lets us see everything happening in and around the crib. And what we're doing is we're actually helping you help your baby sleep. So we actually know how long it took your baby to fall asleep, how well they slept, how many times they woke up, how many times you as the parent interacted with them, all this great data. And we process it and we give it to you in your app. And we even tack on personal sleep coaching tips for you based on what's happening in your crib. Not just generic stuff from the internet. It's actually based on what Nanit sees happening in your crib. And we give you coaching that will really help you help your baby sleep.
Wow. So, I mean, it seems like the theme this year at CES has been sleep. So why is sleep so important?
Sleep is incredibly important for an infant. You know how you feel if you have a bad night's sleep. You're sluggish, maybe you're not as sharp as you could be at work. It's actually it's worse for infants. You're a physician, you probably aware of this. Sleep for infants is as important as exercise and nutrition. The better your baby sleeps, the better their body develops, the better their brain develops. And there have been studies recently that have shown that over time, extended periods of poor sleep as an infant can lead to health risks later down the road. Sleep apnea, ADHD, these types of things. So if we can help you help your baby sleep better, they're off to a much better start, and it'll actually help them have a better life as they grow up.
So give me an example of how it might work. So you've got your camera that's monitoring the baby's sleep. You are using artificial intelligence and monitoring to predict what's happening and understand what's happening. And then you send an update to the user on your app. So what kind of update, what kind of information comes to you how does that change things?
Sure, all kinds of great data. So we give you sleep trends. We compare your baby to babies of the same age. So hey, your baby sleeps on average 9.5 hours at night. A baby of this age should sleep about 10. Here's some things you can do to help them sleep better. But even more specific than that, we'll see something, an easy to understand one. Maybe you keep putting your baby to bed at a different time each night. You're tired, sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 8:30. We're going to see that. Nanit's going to see that. And Nanit's going to generate a tip in that specific situation, and it's going to say, try and put your baby into their crib at the same time every night. By doing that, you can help them establish a sleep routine. Their circadian rhythms aren't up to snuff just yet. They're not used to this. And if you can put them to bed at the same time every night, you'll establish a healthy sleep routine. They'll get used to this, and they'll fall asleep faster, and they'll sleep better. Very specific tips. But you would only get that if you were putting your baby to bed at different times every night. So that's what I mean by very personalized coaching. You're only going to get these if what you're doing in your baby's crib generates that from our algorithm.
Wow, that's fascinating. And now I'm understanding that you guys are foraying and just released a new breathing wear device?
Yeah. So there's a lot of products out there that track your baby's breathing, and all of them involve some sort of sensor. So you have to put an actual electronic device either in the crib or even on your baby's skin. There's a lot of products out there where you can clip it on or it's in a wearable. It's an actual electronic device. Our camera's already super powerful. There's a lot of electronics in there, and we wanted to come up with something that's a lot more natural for your baby. So we developed a line of swaddles and other products, something called a breathing band, and they all have a very specific pattern that was printed on there, that was designed by our engineers, and now we've calibrated the camera to track that pattern down to the pixel level. So we can see the chest compressions, and we're telling you your breaths per minute of your baby, but there's no electronics. It's just a 100% cotton swaddle. It's very natural. 70% of people currently swaddle a new baby. So it fits right in with how you normally would actually be working with your baby, and it's just a nice, natural, easy solution, and there's no electronics. We're just using the same camera.
Wow, that's fascinating. So basically just a cotton swaddle that you can just add on, and it'll tell you more about your child's breathing patterns.
Yep, that's it.
Wow. Well, this is pretty amazing stuff, and it's been great chatting with you today, Aaron, and wish you guys the best.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This is Harbir Singh live at CES 2019 at the Digital Health Summit studio, sponsored by Living in Digital Times.